Okay, so forget the endless doom scrolling. Today we're doing a quick deep dive into the PetsBoro BunnyPal.
Ah, yes, the super realistic interactive bunny toy that's all over social media.
That's the one. We're going to use it to show you how to, sniff out the difference between online hype and reality with just a few quick checks.
And the marketing is it's brilliant. It promises this lifelike little pet substitute, right? It hops, it wiggles its ears, it responds to touch.
It sounds perfect. It's pitched as this great screen time alternative for kids,
Yeah.
and the site boasts thousands of five-star reviews.
So our mission is to pull out the key signals that separate that slick advertising from what's actually going on, using sources like a great YouTube review from Tony's How-Tos.
Exactly. So where do we even begin when something looks this good on paper?
Well, you don't start with the reviews, you start with the infrastructure. Despite the slick ads, the domain itself, PetsBoro BunnyPal.com, only gets a medium trust score from Scam Advisor.
Wait, hold on. A medium score? For a product with thousands of five-star reviews,
Yeah.
that doesn't add up.
It's a huge contradiction. And that's your first signal. It tells you the foundation is shaky, even if the building looks, really shiny and new.
Okay, so what's dragging that score down? What are the specific red flags?
It's the classic stuff, really. First, the website is, and this is a direct quote, extremely young. It has no real track record, financially or legally.
Okay, so it's new. That's not a crime, I guess.
It's not, but this might be. The owner's identity is completely hidden on the WHOIS database. That's the public registry for who owns a website.
Wow. So if you're a legitimate business, why would you actively hide who you are?
You wouldn't. That should make any buyer, well, very cautious. And it immediately changes the conversation from, is this a good toy, to who am I even buying this from?
And that's before we even look past their own website. Once you start digging into places like Reddit, the picture gets even clearer.
Exactly. Users who actually bought it, and Tony showed this in his video, they all say the same thing. The ads look way, way more realistic than the toy that shows up in the mail.
So you're getting a basic motor-driven bunny, not the advanced, lifelike little robot from the videos.
That's it. You're getting simple movements, not this nuanced, responsive pet they promise. It's a classic case of the advertising just not matching the product experience.
Which brings us back to those thousands of five-star reviews on their site. Suddenly they seem less meaningful.
I'd say they become almost meaningless. Since they're all hosted on the company's own website, there is zero third-party verification. You can't confirm a single one of them.
So no Trustpilot, no Amazon reviews, nothing independent.
Nothing. And because the site is so new, there's no long-term customer satisfaction to look at. It's a closed system.
So if you put it all together, the slick ads, the hidden owners, the bad off-site feedback, what's the final verdict for someone thinking of buying this?
The product is definitely on the higher risk side of things. It's not necessarily a complete scam. You'll probably get a toy.
But you're buying the hype, not the technology.
Exactly. You will likely receive a working bunny toy, but it will be a major downgrade from what the ads lead you to believe.
Okay, so the key takeaway from this, if you still decide to go for it or something like it, is pretty simple but really important.
Always use a secure payment method.
Right. A credit card or PayPal. Something that lets you dispute the charge if the product is, well, if it's not what they promised.
That's your only real protection. And it leads to a bigger question we want to leave you with. We've seen how internal reviews, no matter how many there are, offer basically zero security.
So the question to ask yourself is this. When you find a niche product with amazing high production ads, how much weight should you really give any review if it isn't backed by a platform you already trust?
Something to keep in mind the next time you're tempted to click buy.